Good morning, everyone. I'll ask you to grab a seat. And I know we got all that buzzy Canada Day stampede barbecue energy in the room and in the building. But first, we have to meditate. So, well, we don't have to. We're choosing to. We're choosing to. So, I'll invite you to grab a seat and settle into your chair. Just get comfortable. And all you have to do now is breathe. Just note your breath, breathing in and breathing out. Take a breath in and let it out. No need to force your breath, just simply note it. I am breathing in and I'm breathing out. So today's meditation, we will focus on in and behind choice. We live in a world of co-creation as far as the world of effect is concerned. But we do have choice. We can choose what we do, what we say. You can argue that we can choose our attitude and how we feel, and we can definitely choose our beliefs. And today, the focus of our meditation will be on how we choose to feel. Deep within us, at our true core selves, is that oneness, that aspect that is part of the all, part of the one power. It is of peace and love and joy and bliss and creation and expansion and all that the universe is. So today, I'm going to invite you to focus on what you want to generate within you. What attitude and feeling do you want and choose to generate within you? Peace, bliss, joy. I'd recommend picking something positive. So I'm going to be silent for a few minutes and then I'll come back to you with some affirmations. this morning, the sound crew has chosen some black-capped chickadees to join us on our meditation. And you could be neutral to that. Perhaps you're feeling annoyance. Perhaps hearing them gives you joy and brings a smile to your face. But the important part is that you can choose. In this moment, I choose peace. In this moment, I choose joy. In this moment, I choose love. In this moment, I choose acceptance. In this moment, I choose bliss. In this moment, I choose to give myself the power to choose. In this moment, I give myself the freedom to choose. So we'll spend a few more moments in silence. And I encourage you to give that time, use that time, to just sit in that freedom. in this moment, I choose to give myself the freedom to choose. And I remember that any point, today, tomorrow, at any time, I always have the ability to choose to give myself the freedom to choose. That deep within me is that one power, that source and cause of it all. An innate intelligence and knowing and love. That is always there to guide and to direct and to know. And now, very, very slowly and gently, bring yourself back into this room. Back into your body. Let yourself wiggle your fingers and toes. Return here now, feeling refreshed, feeling that freedom of choice, and carry it with you for the rest of today. Namaste.
My voice it soars, but will I speak up? My eyes do see, but will I look? These boots do walk, but will they show up? Gotta give up my people pleasing ways, share the lies of yesterday. Yeah, my hands are strong, but will they break through? Swell-laid walls of doubt and shame. My heart's been drenched in brick and mortar, but I brought the wall into the world and I can tear it down. Watch out, I am done with hiding. I'm through stumbling around. Wake up, time has come for me to know it. Only love and speak and show it. Unstoppable, blue eyes that see the haze is lifted. This pounding heart won't be contained. I now can hear the faintest whisper, rumbling, rising, thumping, driving. Well, my soul, it gotta sing. Watch out, I am done with hiding. I'm through stumbling around. Wake up, time has come for me to know it. Only love and speak and show it. Unstoppable, playing hide and seek with all my secret dreams. I can keep them locked inside of me, or I can choose to live them out. Oh, I can choose to live unstoppable. I am. Whatever I say I am, I'm through stumbling around. Wake up, wake up. Time has come for me to wake up, wake up. Better believe I'm gonna wake up, wake up. Time has come for me to know it, own it, love it, speak it, show it, want it, say it, work it, take it, do it. Live it, think it, breathe the air. Unstoppable.
Surprise! So, we weren't quite sure how we were going to introduce the fact that every single one of Elevation is working this weekend. And so they came in this past Wednesday to record our music for us. Yeah. Yeah, I know they wanted to be here and it just wasn't going to work out. So anyway, give it up for Elevation. Okay, so hi, how are you? Happy Canada Day. Eve. And I was reminded, Happy Canada Day Eve. Although we're partying today, so what can I say? If you are new to the center, I'll go ahead and introduce myself. I'm Pat Campbell, and I'm the spiritual director of the center. And if you haven't been to a Center for Spiritual Living yet, there's a few things you need to know. We are a faith tradition. We don't call ourselves a religion. We are a faith tradition that honors all faith traditions. As you can see on the slide, you can see many of the world's traditions on the sides of the slide. We're this one right up here. We're this guy right here. And if you want to know what it means, take foundations, because it'll explain it. But anyway, what we want you to know is wherever you are on your path, you're absolutely welcome here. Our founder, Ernest Holmes, said that, now let me just get this right. He said, the science of mind, which is the name of our teaching, the science of mind can help a Catholic be a better Catholic, a Jew be a better Jew, a Christian be a better Christian. So that's the absolute truth about us. We honor all paths because we know that there are an infinite number of ways of reaching understanding. So if you are new to us today, welcome. In the lobby, we've got a table set up with somebody staffing that table called a Discover Host, and they will let you know any information you need to know about the center, take you around, introduce you to some people. So just enjoy yourself. And as I said, it's kind of an unusual day because our music is going to be recorded where it's usually live. So, but we know what to do and we know the drill, right? So we're going to stand up and sing what we call our Kong song. And I bet you know what it is. No? Okay, stand up. We're going to sing, Oh Canada. Could we get some lyrics up there, Jace? I know I provided lyrics. There we go. Like you guys know them. That's not the right lyrics, is it? Yes? Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand I got to tell you all something. This is my first time, my first Canada Day as a Canadian citizen. I got my little pin on for dual citizen. So on one side is the American flag and the other side is the Canadian flag. I'm going to talk a little bit more about it, but it seems like an auspicious day. So I'm pretty happy about all that. So let me tell you everything that is going on in our center, because we got a lot of stuff happening. So our Canada Day barbecue is today. And we asked people to sign up. And I think we had quite a number of people sign up. So I don't know whether those of you who didn't sign up can eat. That's the truth. Neil, what do you think? Or what does Sandra think?
I'm sure we're going to have more than enough for everyone.
Thank you. We do live in abundance. Thank you. Thank you. Loaves and fishes, that's right. So if you would love to stay, that would be wonderful. Where the food is coming from Big T's Barbecue. We're asking people $10 to defray the cost of everything. And just join us. We're also still not completely sure whether we're going to be outside or inside. It kind of depends on Mother Nature and what she wants to have happen today. But anyway, that's today, and it's going to be a swinging good time. And then I've been talking about this for several weeks now because I went to the Rock the Nation concert at the Studio Bell, and I didn't really know what to expect. And it is an absolutely amazing show of amazing musicians who are singing all Canadian music. I didn't know so many artists that I loved and listened to in the day were Canadian. I just didn't know that, and so it was so wonderful, and they are so good. So we're putting together a group to go on July 20th, and this is the information that you need to have. It's July 20th. The cost is $20, and they've lowered the price, and that includes being able to look at the museum because it's really quite spectacular. It's 5 floors of information about Canadian music. It's absolutely wonderful. There are 2 sets of live music, and your ticket gets you into both. The first set at noon is like the international hits of, that went beyond just the Canadian borders. And then there's an hour break where you can look at the museum, you can go get something to eat, and then come back for the second set. And it's the music that kind of stayed within Canadian borders, but I knew a lot of the music too. So I am telling you folks, this is so good. We're going to meet in the lobby of Studio Bell at 11:30. I'm going to buy all the tickets, so you need to pay for your ticket. I mean, I'm not buying it for you. I'm going to purchase the tickets with my credit card. And we're going to meet at 11:30. I'll give you your ticket. You can go in. You can tour the museum. And we need you to sign up for this by July 16th. And I think if you want to bring kids, I think the kids' price was $12, but I need to confirm that. So anyway, please sign up. All this information will be in the newsletter, also on the website. I see a lot of people taking pictures, but please sign up by July 16th. Okay, I'm really excited about this. Then the following Sunday on our series of workshops that we've been having, we have Sharon Faulkner, who is going to teach us and take us through laughter yoga. And what you might not know about Sharon, or you might already know about Sharon, is that she is the 2024 Canadian Laughter Champion. So Sharon, would you like to come up and just give them a little bit of a hint of what they are in store for?
Well, first, am I on?
You will be
Can't
in a
hear
minute.
anything.
You are now.
I'm on.
Yeah.
Yes. Hi. What time is it? Oh my God, it's time to laugh. I won because of contagious laughter. What can I say? And you all laughed. So I am doing a 15-minute demo this afternoon after lunch. and that will give you a bit better idea of what it is. But we choose to laugh. There's no jokes, comedy, or humor. It's all about the choice, or the choosing, as Lance so beautifully reminded us this morning, that we have choice in our life. And so please join me. We can do this. It's a laughter exercise program with deep breathing, gentle stretches. It's an amazing good time. I've been doing this since 2008, and I absolutely love it. Thank you, Dr. Pat.
Thank you, Sharon. So that is on Sunday, July 28th, after service, starting about 12:30, $20 love donation for that. Okay, I think I'm almost done with the announcements. You know about our online groups. I forgot to say hello to our Love Stream. Hello, Love Stream community. We're so happy you're here. You're probably smart because it's a little bit cold out today. But anyway, we're so glad you're here with us. Most of our groups are on summer break. The Coffee with Dr. Pat continues. That's noon on Wednesdays. Noon Mountain Time. Anybody is welcome to come and join us for that. So that takes care of kind of the business portion. And now we're going to go into our more sacred time. So I'm going to invite our ministers and practitioners to please make their way to the stage. Our ministers are Reverend Val Benedict, Reverend Darlene Chase, Dr. Heather Clark, Reverend Marjorie Contenti, Reverend Doug Craig, Reverend Monica Cromer, Reverend Leslie McNamara, and our licensed practitioners are Amy Bishop, Connie Chow, Pele Domini, Ron Hahn, Valda Harris. Everybody's taking the day off, I guess. There's our Connie, Sabrina Morrow, Tracy Peterson, Lance Raff, Gail Verdi, Fran Watson, and Lucille Warone. They're a small but mighty group today. And they are here to work on your behalf. If you have anything going on in your life that you would like spiritual support, just see one of them after service. They kind of hang out in the back of the sanctuary. They're often wearing a scarf like what Connie has on right now. So just go up to them and ask them for some prayer support. And just see how shift happens. Come on, that was a little bit funny. All right. I can tell it's a day. Okay, anyway. So what we normally have is Amy leading us in a chant, and then our treatment by our practitioner of the day. And we still have that for you. We just have it recorded. So here we go. Just go within.
If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. So in this moment, I take a breath and I listen to that still small voice. I listen to that feeling sense. And I know that I am one with all that there is. All of life pours itself into me so that everything that I do, everything that I see, all of life's experiences
are seen through the eyes of spirit. They're seen through and experienced through the divine. And so, knowing this, I express gratitude. I express joy. I walk through this world shining as brightly, being the greatest light that I can be. No filter, uncensored. I choose a life of beauty and a life of kindness. I choose to see each and every person, each and every animal, each and every being through the eyes of spirit. We are all here. We are all one. We are all together. And we get to express these little individual, beautiful expressions. We have the choice. We have the choice, and we get to experience the life of our dreams. I know this is the truth. I know this is the truth for me. And I know it is the truth for all who choose it. So let's choose it. Let's choose it with gratitude. Let's choose it with grace. I'm so grateful. So grateful. So grateful. And I let it go. I let it go, knowing that as I release it into the light, it returns to me, overflowing, pressed down, and just bubbling. So together, let's say, and so it is. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you may hear the voice of God.
Beautiful. Just wonderful. Thank you, my beloveds, for being here and being in support of our center. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So, at this time, we have Elevation play, and they play a solo, and that's happening today as well. So please welcome Elevation featuring Amy Bishop.
Closer than a heartbeat, closer than the breath
and still than the pulse within your veins. I am, I am, I am closer than a lover or a child, part of every person, kind and wild. I am everything you are. I'm the wish and I am the star. I am, I am, I am. I'm the oak that's climbing skyward. I'm a dandelion seed. Every broken heart, every good deed, every kind word spoken, every tear that's cried. I'm the little whisper that won't be denied. All that ever was or will ever be, passion, truth, and love, lasting peace. I am everything you see. I am you and you are me. I am, I am, I am. I am spirit, the one mind. I am laughter, I am divine. I am, I am. I am, I am, I am. I am, I am. Amen.
I do know that Amy wrote that song as part of her foundation's final project. So it's a dandy. It's a good one for sure. I was going to tell you something as I was listening, but now I don't remember what it was, so never mind. Oh, yes, I do. If you have contact with our musicians and maybe send them a note and thank them for doing this, so that, I mean, because they were quite concerned that nobody was going to be here until we came up with this idea. So maybe if you're friends with them on Facebook or anything like that, if you want to just shoot them a thank you note, that would be lovely. I'm sure they would appreciate it. So, can we brighten that up a little bit, Jace? Or is that just the way I sent it to you? If that's the way I sent, it's brightening up. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Okay, you all listen to me. He doesn't have to listen to me. Okay. Yeah, no, that's brightening up. Thank you. So as I said earlier, this is my first Canada Day as a Canadian citizen. I got my citizenship in March of this year. Thank you. Now, I want to be very clear, though, that doesn't mean that I renounced my U.S. citizenship. Despite all the turmoil going on down there, it's still my home country, and I still love it. So I'm happy to be a dual citizen between these two really, really great countries for a lot of reasons, including the fact, and we've been talking about, it's been the theme this entire day, the fact that both the U.S. and Canada were founded on the idea of truth and freedom. For instance, in Canada, we sing True North, strong and free. By the way, I love the Canadian anthem. I am less crazy about the U.S. anthem, but that's just the way it is. But you know, in the U.S. anthem, we sing, "O'er the land of the free and the home of the brave." And I understand, you know what? In some people's minds, the reality is anything but this for both countries. But the very fact that both countries were founded on the ideals of freedom and truth means something. It is part of our consciousness. Because despite the challenges that both countries are having, be honest now, would you really want to live anyplace else? No. That's the honest to goodness truth. We enjoy freedoms that many people around the world cannot even imagine. It isn't part of their consciousness. It is not part of their experience. And yet most of us have only ever known freedom and the right to choose. So I'm going to ask a couple of hard questions here. Is it possible, because we were born into and raised into this idea of freedom and choice, is it possible that we're a little jaded? Is it possible that we actually take it for granted? Is it possible that we are somewhat entitled? And I want you to be very clear. I totally include myself in this. Absolutely. When I feel my freedom being thwarted, I get super grumpy. And if you don't believe me, ask my sisters. They do not like to be around me when I have been thwarted in something. So today we're going to spend a little time about what this idea of freedom is, but from a spiritual, metaphysical standpoint. So always, you know, I have to go to Ernest Holmes, our founder. Our textbook is full of things about freedom, but this is on the very first page of the text. He says, the divine plan is one of freedom. Bondage is not God ordained. Freedom is the birthright of every living soul. All instinctively feel this. The truth points to freedom under law. Thus, the inherent nature of man is forever seeking to express itself in terms of freedom. It is our nature. It is that within us that keeps wanting to bubble up, this idea of freedom. And it's one of the reasons why people like us are attracted to a teaching like this, because we emphasize freedom. We talk about freedom. Now, here's the question. Does that mean that we can just go out and do whatever we want all the time, consequences be damned? Well, I know some people who certainly think that that's what freedom means. But what it really means, you've been hearing it all morning, is that we have the freedom to choose, with the understanding that there are natural consequences to our choices, both good and less good. So when Dr. Holmes, when Dr. Holmes says truth points to freedom under law, it's in big letters there, see? Truth points to freedom under law. He's talking about the karmic law of cause and effect. Don't leave. Stick with me. It's going to make sense here. What the karmic law of cause and effect tells us that for the choices we make, there are always, always, always going to be effects or outcomes or consequences. That's just how the world works. And so when we hear about the law of cause and effect, or we hear about karma, we automatically assume that it means a punishment or some sort of a bad outcome. But that's not true at all. Cause and effect, karma, simply means that for every action, cause, there is an effect. Cause and effect. It isn't punitive. It isn't negative. It is simply an impartial law, as impartial as the law of gravity, as impartial as the law of electricity. It works alike for everybody, and the law is simply mirroring to us what we put out, which is actually a wonderful aspect to life when we know about it. Because when we understand the law, and I'm including us in this, when we understand the law, we are free to work with it and know that it works for us. Do you understand what I'm saying here? We work within its parameters, within its rules, and then, people get freaked out when I say this, then it does our bidding. When we work with the law and work with it correctly, it works for us. So if I consistently make choices that are life-affirming, positive, loving, my life experiences are going to show up generally as life-affirming, positive, and loving. On the other hand, if I consistently make choices that are negative, angry, or hateful, then that is what I'm going to experience and attract in my life experience, and then I'm likely to blame others. Yes? Are you with me? When it's good, it's like, oh, I'm so marvelous, and I am a co-creator with God. And when it turns out not very good, it's like, well, it wasn't my fault. It was them. It was her. It was, because I don't know that I am free to make different choices and attract different circumstances. So Dr. Holmes said this. The power of choice, this is one of my favorite quotes, by the way. The power of choice with which man has been endowed is either his greatest blessing or his greatest curse. Properly understood, it can lift him to the heights. Misunderstood, it can drag him to the depths. He is free to choose anything which he wishes, but he must accept responsibility for his choices, because inexorable law will create his experiences according to his choices. So it can sound, and I get it, can sound punitive, can sound like, but it's not that. It is the essence of freedom. We are free to choose, and the universe, by means of the law, responds. Where it may feel punitive or punishing, is that ignorance of the law is no excuse. Can't say I didn't know. The law's like, oh, well, you stuck your finger in the electrical socket and you got electrocuted. Sorry, you didn't know. Don't do it again. Now you know. So because we have this knowledge, because we're here, because we're learning about how things work, it makes it particularly important that we use our thoughts and we use our freedom in productive and positive ways. Because as we discussed last week, trained thought, and that's what we're doing here, trained thought is far more powerful than untrained. Since the admission that thought is power gives it added power. I had never seen that before yesterday, and it blew my mind. It means that just by knowing that my thoughts are powerful makes them more powerful. OMG? Yes? Oh my God. So now, because we know this, our thoughts are more focused with powerful thoughts, trained thought. They're more focused, they're clearer, they're more potent than random, haphazard, ignorant thoughts. Now, you understand when I'm using ignorant, I'm not using it as an insult. It simply means you don't know. Now that you know, you're no longer ignorant. Yeah? I'm not calling anybody a bad name. Okay. And it comes down to the fact that we get to choose how we are going to use it. That is the real freedom. Because that means that not only can we create good or less good with our thoughts, it also means that we can affect the collective consciousness with our thoughts. Let that sink in. So I'm going to bring us back to Canada Day and True North, strong and free. I don't think anybody here would doubt that there are challenges happening both here and in the U.S., yes? Challenges going on, which is kind of interesting for two countries that are founded on truth and freedom. But then again, those of us who were born and we were raised here, we've always only never ever known freedom and choice. So where the challenges happen is if my choice and your choice don't agree. That's when we get into trouble, am I right? Like my choice and my freedom is more important than yours. So whose freedom is gonna win? Even more so, whose freedom is right? Get into that whole right and wrong thing, right? So this undercurrent of dissatisfaction and unrest is pretty strong these days, not just in North America, around the world, but I'm talking about these two countries here. The divisiveness that came about during COVID, it's still here. It's just gone kind of underground, right? But it's still there. It's part of the consciousness. And then let's not even talk about politics. Oh, dear God. That's enough to keep the most positive thinker up at night. However, the good news is, because we live in a country founded on freedom, we have the right and we have the responsibility to vote our choice when the time comes. Yes? Yeah. That was not enthusiastic. Yes? Yes. One of the perks of being a Canadian citizen is I get to vote now. But I really want you to think about this for a minute. If we don't like the direction that something is going, we have the right and the freedom to exercise our vote, our choice. Now think about, we're jaded. We're like, well, yeah, but does it really count? Think about that in contrast to some of the countries right now that are having coups and revolutions and invasions. So thank God we can absolutely take action and express our freedom and express our rights. And yet, equally as powerful, with the influence of our thoughts, our strong, trained thoughts, is that we can influence not just an election, we can influence consciousness. That thing that ties us all together. We can use our powerful minds to help still those waters, to raise up that collective consciousness that's so conflicted now. We can use it to help bring peaceful solutions. We can use it to reintroduce love into the equation. Just do that right now. Take a breath and think love. I know. We didn't breathe with me today. We'll breathe at the end. Thank you. No wonder. But did you feel the shift when we breathed love? I mean, I've been throwing some stuff out at you. And we breathed love. And if you think about it, in this time of history, is there anything more important? So when you are doing your spiritual work, spiritual mind treatment, meditation, affirmations, journaling, whatever you do is your practice, are you using your powerful mind to visualize a peaceful, calm, free, loving, cooperative, abundant world? So with that in mind, I wanted to close with something that was written by a practitioner friend of mine named Jeanette Quinn Bisbee. She lives in Ontario. And like me, she is an American transplant living in Canada. And she actually wrote this piece in 2017 for Canada's 150th celebration. And I was looking through my notes, and I came across it the other day, and I found that it's just as relevant now as it was 7 years ago. So I'm going to share it with you. This is another person with an American perspective living in Canada. She wrote, "I love the privilege and peace of living in my adopted country of Canada. People are pretty excited here, as today is the 150th anniversary of Confederation, where 4 regions of Canada came together to begin building the nation of Canada. Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia joined up to begin making a new nation. The rest of the regions, Alberta probably kicking and screaming. I'm sorry, I just added that. The rest of the regions gradually joined in to make up the country we are now familiar with. Prior to that, Canada, like the United States, was a colony of Britain. But unlike the U.S., Canada fought no war to start its nation. Canada was conceived through discussion, deal-making, and cooperation. So getting along with your neighbors is a cherished tradition in this country." She writes, "I am so blessed to live in this country of friendly tolerance to other people. I am so blessed to live in a country where 60% of the citizens hold a passport and travel widely throughout the world. I am blessed to live in a country, and I echo this one, I am blessed to live in a country that seeks to ensure its citizens of health care and freedom from bankruptcy if a family member gets sick. I've seen it happen. I'm blessed to live in a country of such natural beauty wherever you look. I am blessed to live in a country that tries to be friends with the rest of the world. Yeah? I know. If that isn't a mental equivalent for what I'm talking about today, I don't know what is. And we have the power to make a difference. We really, really do. And the time is now. Happy Canada Day. I love you, and so it is. And what I would normally do now is introduce Elevation. And guess what? Here they are. Do you have to press that again? All right. Or I could dance a jig, but I'm not going to. There we go.
In a time full of war, be peace. In a time full of doubt, just believe. Yeah, there ain't that much difference between you and me. So in a time full of war, be peace. In a world full of hate, be light. When you do somebody wrong, make it right. Oh, don't hide in the dark. You were born to shine. In a world full of hate, be a light. La 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 la. In a place that needs change, make a difference. In a time full of noise, just listen. Oh, 'cause life is but a breeze, better live it. In a world full of hate, make a difference. In a world full of hate, be a light. When you do somebody wrong, make it right. Oh, don't hide in the dark. You were born to shine. In a world full of hate, be a light. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. In a race you can't win, slow it down. Yeah, you only get one go round. And the finish line is 6 feet underground. So in a race you can't win, slow it down. In a world full of hate, be a light. When you do somebody wrong, make it right. Oh, don't hide in the dark. You were born to shine. In a world full of hate, be a light. Yeah, it's hard to live in color when you just see black and white. In a world full of hate, be a light. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la
You know, if you are new to us today, you may, I don't know what you might be thinking about that, but you absolutely also need to come back when the band is live, because it's just, if you think the energy is high now, it's like bouncing off the ceilings high. Whew. It was good. Also, you know, give it up for Jason. And Ben, but Jason also came in on that day to do the recording and then splice everything in. So thanks, Jace. It was really, really good job. Yeah. So this is, if the ushers would come forward, this is the time that we can support the center with our financial good. Love Stream people, you know the drill. E-transfer, anybody e-transfer. That's how I do it. I do it by e-transfer. And I make a ritual out of it. You know how we pass the basket here? When I am doing my tithing, I make a ritual about it, and I really think about it, and I really think about the center as I'm sending my e-transfer, and I write thank you, or I'm so grateful in the memo, because I want to be in that process of being part of the law of circulation as I'm circulating my good, knowing that it's coming back to me. So I'm going to invite everybody to take your tithes, your gifts, your offering, your donation, and hold it to your heart. Put your blue card if you're part of conscious commitment. Hold it to your heart. Let's say our conscious giving affirmation together. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow, and all that I give returns to me multiplied abundantly. I am so blessed, and so it is. And so it is. And guess what? We're going to sing gratitude, so let's stand up and sing. Gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Perfect! Woo-hoo! That was lots of fun. Let us bring in the kids with Miss Rachel. So. Wow, there's a
Come
lot of
on
you guys.
down.
Hi.
Come on down the line, Angelica.
You want to move
They're
on down a little
star-stunned
bit? Let's
right
get
now.
everybody down.
Come, it's okay.
It's
Okay.
Well, hi.
Okay, and then like y'all know how to stand in a line,
Oh,
yeah?
you guys do my heart so good.
And then like stand in a line and like look that way.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody! Wave hi to your parents. Happy Canada Day long weekend. Thank you so much for being here. We had a lot of fun today working on community building activities where we took a piece of paper, wrote our name on it, passed it around the circle of 13 kids, each putting something on the paper, crumpling it up and cutting it into pieces, which broke their hearts, and putting it all back together just to show that, like the book we read about emotions, all of it is all a part of us all the time, even when it all kind of seems jarbled up, and it makes a beautiful creation at the end. So we didn't quite get to finish our activity, but it was a lot of fun today.
It sounds like it.
So thank you for having us. Do I have any speakers today? Absolutely.
You want to come up here?
Sure. Thank you. All I wanted to say was that going here to whatever it was called, I forgot. It's really fun to hang out with all these people, and I actually made a new friend, Izzy. Hi.
Thank you
sweetheart.
so much. And thank you to my volunteer. I could not run the program without volunteers. So thank you so much, Mr. Renee, and to everybody that steps in to help with Fun Day. We are always looking for ongoing volunteers, whatever ongoing looks like to you. So please, if you have time and capacity to hang out with us on a Sunday morning, please let myself know, or you can always reach out to Dr. Pat or anybody here at the center. And Jack is itching to say something. I'm sorry, one more second of your time.
Fun Day is fun.
Fun Day is fun.
Good job, buddy.
And the thing about helping out in Fun Day is because we record everything, it's not just a sound recording. You can watch the entire service, so you're not going to miss anything except just working with these marvelous, beautiful kids. Golly gee. Thank you for being here. Thanks for bringing your parents, because I know that's what you guys wake up in the morning and go, let's go to Fun Day. Yeah, okay. Okay, give a hand to our kids, to Miss Rachel, to Mr. Renee for helping. Okay, and we know, let's stand up. We know this is how we do our closing now. We stand up and we rub our hands together and get all of our good energy going. Now, before we send this, the food should probably be set up around noon, so just kind of lurk around, and that's going to be good. So on a count of 3, send it where it needs to go. 1, 2, 3. Whoosh. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thanks for coming.
Here I stand at the water's edge, watching the river run through. And as she flows on, she twists and she turns. There's no telling what that river might do. Bravely she moves, not knowing what's ahead, not knowing what awaits in the end. Just like her, I follow my road, not knowing what's around the next bend. Oh, 'cause I am deep and I'm wild and I'm strong. I am blessed. just like a river. Here I stand, facing the wind, looking at the mountainside. That mountain peak seems so far away, so far into a decline. Wanna try to time that mountain she rises, reaching for her higher view. Just like her, I reach for my goals, I reach to find my dream come true. Whoa. I am beautiful, majestic, and wise. Oh, I stand strong between the earth and the sky. I am a place to refuel and start again, just like the mountain. Here I stand, toes in the sand, listening to the ocean move. She's drawn by the moon, she's singing a tune.